Okay. Enough screwing around. For real, we know I did it a little bit better. Nah, I'm just playing. Alright, so to jump right into it, welcome back to the channel. I did some stuff behind the scenes without the camera on, kind of forgot, kind of was looking at something and started doing something and ended up going to something. Anyways, I'll show you what I did. So, all of this stuff right here, we have some, that's a brake line, and a brake line. That's all it had for brake lines on the frame, because you know, right now it's a frame. Took out the couple of fuel lines that they had. Water came out of it, so that's probably not good. Those probably need to be cleaned. I'm actually not going to be using those. One, not the size I want. Two, I don't like how they're routed. I like those stainless steel braided lines, so I'll upgrade all the lines whenever it comes down to it to do braided lines. Those engine mounts. Ow, shit, that's hotter than hell. One and two, maybe two. And two, well, right there, cut them off, all right? I ended up putting the gearbox back in and try to straighten the wheels out a little bit more because the, not tie rods, whatever the hell these rods, the steering rods, steering, whatever the hell that goes to your gearbox, they were dragging because I was pushing the car back and forth because I had a sweep. Anyways, gearbox back on. Mounts are off, brake lines off, fuel lines off. Ended up taking a couple of these little brackets, you know, they plasma cutted, but instead of plasma cutting, you could have just taken some 13mm bolts and taken them off, you know? No worries. Took those off, and the center brace that they made for their transmission mount, I'm guessing, crooked as hell, not that good at welds. Anyways, transmission mount is off. Bam, bam. So, the frame is even more stripped than stripped. Yeah, she's looking a little naked, but okay. So, strip some of the body, or not the body, strip more of the frame of the shit that's not there. We're doing our research into pretty much taking out the spring mounts and the shock mounts and doing the newer versions of Ford Rangers where it's like the A-arm, and maybe I'll make just A-arm brackets that go to a coilover setup, because coilover is better than this setup. I want a little bit more travel, and I'm kind of thinking about eliminating these two big-ass control arm things that go to the whole spindle and hub and all that shit. That's just a lot of unnecessary stuff, and I don't want it to scrape because, you know, it's down a lot lower. So if I get rid of that, make my own brackets, my own mounts, then maybe, you know, that's just a thought. I'm kind of thinking about it, so let me know what you think, and if you guys have any ideas or have done this before, let me know. So this is a 84, actually, not an 82. This is an 84 two-wheel drive Ford Ranger frame because, well, there's nothing else left. Yeah. Let me know that. Just a thought. Another thing. Today, guess what we are going to do? You see that? You're going to fuel it safely with the fuel safe. We're going to take this damn fuel cell out today and clean it. Let me tell you why. One, I don't know what the hell kind of fuel they're running. Two, it's missing. I don't know what the hell went here. Has some kind of paper cork. Yeah, that's corkish. Cork hole. Another fuel line that's not going to stay. So I'm going to take this off. I'll end up grinding out this bracket and put the bracket away aside. Probably sand it and paint it later. But this fuel cell has to come out. We have to clean this. We need to get to it. So I'm going to stop rambling and just jump right to it. All right. We got it. If I can put it on. Hard look. 110 freaking degrees. Okay. Now, I have no idea what the hell to expect from this. Oh, drank myself. Son of a bitch. Give me a minute. of water in this tank. Shit, my nuts. Alright. I don't like how their bracket's made. There's nothing else holding down the fuel cell. But she's out. Woo! This damn fuel cell's a lot bigger than I thought. If you guys know anything about this fuel cell, oh, race safe safety cell. Fuel safe. Fuel safe. It's probably an older version. I'm not quite sure. But, yeah. Alright, we're going to take it over there to my beautiful little chair. Take this bad biatch apart. So I have no freaking idea what the hell I'm doing right now with this fuel cell. I got the main plate off. This is like a vent rollover tube. This is the pickup tube with a nice little filter on it. Probably just gonna buy a new one. You know. I'm still gonna make a delete plate. Not quite sure what that one's for. It's gonna need some sanding. It's a little rusted. Also, all of the hardware, the bracket that the bolts go into, all of the bolts. And this fuel cell is actually missing the top plate for the fuel cell that holds it down. These little tabs, there's 4 of them. I don't know if you can see that. See the little tab? 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, that holds that plate down. Well, this fuel cell is missing it. That's okay. Has a ton of that sponge, so nothing's sloshing around. But I think it needs new sponge. I'm not quite sure exactly if you can clean that sponge or that fuel cell foam that's in the tanks. I'll look into that, but I'm probably just gonna pull this foam out real quick and see what's at the bottom of the tank, because, you know, it had that exposed hole, so that this thing needs some damn cleaning. So let's just get to it. There you have it. Removed the fuel cell. Was hoping I can salvage what we had here, but the tank is good. The housing's good. I need to make a top plate. I'll show you that right now. All right, we're back, man. Had to take a little break. Had to eat some dinner. You know, it's getting a little, you can't tell, but it's a little bit darker. Had to, you know, chow down. But before I did that, let me run you guys up to back to speed. What happened? Fuel cell is completely taken apart. I got all that sponge out, ended up rinsing everything out, sprayed the frame down. Check it out. Here's the housing to the fuel cell. I didn't know, but they have like a little drain for when water gets trapped in there. So nothing's rusted on there. You got a little bit of surface rust, but that whole thing's gonna get sanded and painted. You kind of see sprayed off what I could with the pressure washer. Some of that stuff's freaking gunked on there, but I might not keep that brace, so it's okay for now. It's kind of just holding the frame up together. Ended up getting that hose off on both ends, filter socks off, took out the battery bracket. We go run you guys over here real quick. Here's the inside of the fuel cell. She hollow, but you can kind of see, grinded all that bracket off. Got that battery bracket off. Stripped. She's getting more stripped and more stripped, I swear, by the day. And it's looking like a whole lot of nothing, but for those of you know, it's progress. What's up, Beast Boy? Come to say what's up. It's our handyman right here. Little hyena. But yeah, I'm gonna call it a day. It's getting hot. I'm starting to sweat my little ass off. I'm probably just gonna take my time and wire wheel all these, get all that rust off, and I'll spray some black paint on everything so nothing rusts again for the brackets. But until then, if you guys have any feedback on what I should do for the front suspension, even the rear suspension, or even any of the project, honestly, this is kind of all hands on deck, so I could use all the support and help possible. I've never made a trophy truck, Baja truck, sand rail, off-road machine kind of thing smashed to one. I don't want to go with a lift kit. I kind of just want to take out these suspension bars and get a little bit more travel with some like coilovers or something. Make it easier, but fun at the same time. You know what I mean? It's a lot of work getting into it, but I want this on the road by, let's say February, this coming up February. Make that a goal. So like middle of February, we want to see this on the road. Let's see what's coming up next. I'm trying to think. I'll probably start some sanding, get some of this frame sanded off, painted. I think I'm gonna rhino line the whole frame so that way nothing rusts up, but I'm not gonna do that for a minute. Shit, I might not even sand. I don't know. Until then, you know, I gotta brainstorm some stuff. I need to source some fuel cell sponge foam shit so that way nothing's sloshing around. I need to get a new filter sock, a new pickup tube. It's all easy stuff though. It's all. Thank you guys for sticking along with this. I can't wait to show you guys the next step that we're gonna take with this project. So stay tuned. Until then, later.